Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley after a eventful Father's Day weekend. We only came close to having a stroke 2 or 3 times, which who doesn't like a relaxing Father's Day weekend when there's blood curdling screams and
Well, that's what happens when people see snakes.
uh,
I totally empathize with your wife on this because snakes freak me out. I hate them
yeah.
with every fiber of my being. It goes. I don't know if it's a old school Garden of Eden thing. It's just there's something about that they've got. They're just slithering around, and
Well,
there's something
most of
really
what science tells
off-putting about
us is
snakes.
that people are afraid of snakes because they lack facial expression.
I think that could be it too.
There's no
You can't read them.
You can't read them. You can't get an idea what's going on in their face, and,
Mhm.
and they're just. And you know what? I'll grant you the fact that snakes are creepy. Snakes are
They
creepy.
just are.
Right. So you saw the preview of what this weekend entailed with the fact that there was a snake in the yard.
Yes.
I haven't told the whole story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a backstory, or is there something that happened after the fact?
This is just the whole weekend and how things went. So first we see the snake. Ah! There's a snake. Oh my God.
I would have had the same reaction.
Yep.
Even as a man.
Right outside this window. The screen. Let's go find out what's going on. And in the meantime, the rest of the neighborhood's here too. So we've got Ron next door chasing the snake off with the shovel. He's kind of, go on, Mr. Snake, beat it. Get out of here. That's great. So we assume the worst has happened. Nope. The next day, we're walking along in the yard, and out from underneath the step on the front door that faces the pool is Mr. Snake's ass. He's sunning whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we see the tail end of Mr. Snake, and his head is underneath the step and all that. So
again, same. I would have to. For me, it would have been even louder this time.
Heart attack 100%. Number 2. I'm dialing 911, and I'm ready to get carted off. So this time, being the trophy husband that I am, I go out and I take care of Mr. Snake. I do what anybody would do. Well, I kind of kicked him and, hey, get out from underneath there. And he just went under the porch. I'm like, well, all right, he's gone.
Oh, you can't have him under the porch. No, he'll get in. Then he's trying to find a way in. No, he can't be under the porch.
All right, well,
you got to get him out of there.
He went from under the porch to down the rocks, and I'm kind of chasing him, and I'm trying to get Mr. Snake, and then he goes under the hot tub. Well, we'll try again. God. The time goes by. It's Father's Day. We're all sitting around here, and everybody's great. Mom and Dad come over for dinner. Cindy's dad comes over for dinner. Chad comes over for dinner, Cindy's oldest son. Everybody's great, right? Starting to pack things up yesterday. I'm sitting in here minding my own beeswax. People are starting to leave. They open the back door. Ah! Snake is right in the garage.
Good Lord, what the hell is wrong with this thing?
I don't know. So what do? I whip out $100 and I said, Chad, here you go. It's all yours. Take care of it. So he cornered it in the garage and he got one of them tweezer thingy jobby doos out in a shoebox, and I think Mr. Snake's living in Hesperia now. So
okay,
he's been rehomed.
Good God! First of all, why would anybody want that as a pet? When you
Nobody
said $100,
I think.
Why did you see? You said he took care of it, and it's in Hesperia now. I assume he took it home.
I think he probably put it in the woods in Hesperia.
Okay,
yeah.
When you said took care of, I thought you meant took care of.
Well, he got it.
I didn't want to.
He boxed it up and off it went in the back of his truck. So
I hate those. I hate those things with every fiber of my being. I just hate them. I'm
not a fan.
Ever since Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think that really did the look. There's something remember when the old radio show back in Grand Rapids, and somebody brought a snake into that, and I'm still skeeved out about that. And
I
that
don't
was over.
remember the
That was like a
snake.
decade. I do.
Yeah.
See, when you have, I have just, there are certain fears that I have, and you
It's not
can
my
call them
favorite animal.
unjustified.
Don't get me wrong.
And even the non-poisonous. I have a, I have a phobia
That's fine.
about that
Yeah.
and heights. It's just,
I get it.
I don't know.
I've got my fears. You've got yours, and I'm not
There you go.
besmirching anybody.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
could
simply
totally
saying-
besmirch it. I get it, but at
What
the
I'm
same
saying
time,
is-
it's just.
Is that
It's just-
anybody that questions my cardiac health is going to have to kiss my ass, because
Oh well,
clearly
dude. Here's the. Yeah.
I'm in great shape.
Oh, there's no question about that. Just yeah, absolutely. I would never question your health or your lifestyle choices or your dietary choices.
See?
Would not ever,
Right.
under any circumstances.
You shouldn't.
Never. Snicker bar diet. Hey, everybody should be doing it.
I couldn't agree more.
The 4 food groups.
So
What
I
are
saved
they
the day,
again?
basically. Yesterday, late in the afternoon.
Congratulations. In that situation, you are more of a man than I am.
And Chad got himself
Overall,
$100
maybe not. There you go.
because Chad does that kind of thing anyway. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I had a nice Father's Day weekend.
I was
Thanks for
wondering.
asking.
Yeah, tell me about that.
It was actually fairly relaxing. I hung out with Max a lot. Yesterday, went over to Alexa's parents for dinner, and that was nice because you still get along. It's good to get along and have a great relationship with your
Yep.
ex's family. And
What did they serve?
Meg. Oh, Meg. You remember Meg? Because she used to
Oh, how do
bring
you
over
forget Meg?
stuff. Yeah, she used to bring over stuff to the radio station,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cookies and snacks and stuff. She made the steak that was just
Oh,
so tender and delicious. And you know what? I didn't even put ketchup on it.
wow.
I wanted to, I was going to, but I didn't
Wow.
because it didn't need it.
Wow.
It was very, very good. So yeah, good time. And of course, Max and they're all getting ready to head out to Europe. So yeah, that's tomorrow.
Can't believe you didn't
So
find
that-
your way into that trip.
No, see, I'm not what they call a world traveler.
Well,
And
you may be missing out.
I probably am, but it'll be nice to know my son will be more traveled
Did,
as a 13-year-old than I've ever been in my 51 years.
did they
So-
at least invite you?
No, but
Oh.
that wasn't. I
If I were,
wasn't.
well, then, if I were you, I wouldn't be going to their house for steaks anymore. I'd put a kibosh to that. You're Dave Cackley from TV.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Uh-huh.
Don't you know how this works?
Don't you know? Right.
You're not inviting me to Europe on your nickel? Come on
Oh
now.
God. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Local TV don't pay what it used to.
I'm just saying, if they really
Uh-huh.
liked you, they would be footing
Mhm.
the bill for you to go to Europe too.
Right. Yeah. No,
You
it's
pick
great, and it was great. It was great. It was just great seeing everybody, and it was nice.
You could pick yourself up a
Just nice.
mankini and head over to Europe and sit on the shores of the French Riviera.
Yeah, no,
You could,
it's okay. That's
I could
again.
see you there.
That's
I could see you there.
that's-
You could be around. You could be around there, and you could be like, "Well, back home, I'm on television."
yeah. Nobody cares.
Yes, they do.
Nobody cares. Really,
They
nobody cares.
Love to hear
about that.
stories. They do.
They really don't, and they nor should they, because there's nothing really interesting. It's just
Well,
it's
I started
turning
off with a pithy
wrenches.
career in radio, and then I worked my way
Uh-huh.
into television, and now
you know what? It's kind of a sideways move, honestly. And I still have my toe in radio. What with the however many traffic reports
right,
that it's crazy.
it's crazy,
All right,
crazy. All
let's
right,
do this.
let's
thing.
have it.
Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates met with Chinese leader Xi Jinping over the weekend. Xi said he was happy to see Gates, who he called, quote, an old friend. Xi gave no details, but emphasized the potential benefits of cooperation between the two countries. It's all fine and good. You want to have at least non-hostile relations
Yeah,
with your enemies, but
or your creditor.
yeah, or your creditor. But the whole Gates is of all the billionaires are weird. Like the high profile, like Elon's got Asperger's. Zuckerberg's socially awkward. Bill Gates is just creepy to me. He's always been unbelievably creepy. And the more I hear, and then there was this New York Times article that came out about his relationship with Epstein, which is closer than uh, Gates wanted to admit. And his ex-wife has said some things about, yeah, I really, there's, and maybe I'm wrong. And I hate doing this because I don't know all the details.
Right.
And it might be unfair. And I might be wrong. I'm open to being wrong. But I'm usually, when I get a creepy feeling about certain people, I'm usually correct. So something about Bill Gates, and again, this may be off. I may be wrong. There's something creepy about the dude. It's just, I don't know what it is.
All right.
I
Well,
can't put my
I
finger
look
on
at
it.
Bill Gates like this. He's a businessman, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
With China basically being one big, large business because they're a communist country and everything runs through the government, he's going to have to meet with Xi Jinping. It's just going to have to be that way. All right.
Right.
Second of all, I don't know anything about his social behavior. I don't know anything about, and you know what? If he's hanging around with Epstein, shame on you. But some of his work toward trying to cure some of the world's illnesses that are really rampant in other parts of the world we don't hear about, like clean water, and dysentery and things like that, things that can be easily solved with minimal effort, just doing things like cleaning up the water and getting us out of this fourth world that is emerging right now. That's to be commended. And it doesn't necessarily take away anything that he may do bad, but I was watching some documentary last night, and they were talking about a line of work, and I don't remember which, but there are creative geniuses and there are business people, and quite often they are not found in the same person. So you've got Bill Gates, who is remarkably gifted at making computers work. He's just not going to be a perfect.
I'm not.
You know what I
looking
mean?
for
He's going to be awkward in other areas, right?
Yeah.
So, and again, if he's doing creepy shit nobody knows about, well then he's doing creepy shit. We'll catch him sooner or later.
Yeah, I don't. It's again, and you make a fair point. Okay, you're trying to find cures and stuff for these diseases, and again, even if your motives are potentially nefarious in that, I mean, this could be because it's a I want to look good.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's about the case, and I don't even necessarily besmirch you for wanting to make money off that.
Yeah.
All well and good, but again, there's something about the guy that is off in a beyond, and part of it was he was asked about this. I can't remember who was asking him about his Epstein relationship, and he kind of, it was kind of a throwaway. And well, what do you think he would say about it? Well, he's dead now, so dead now. Yeah, and it was just one of those kind of moments where you, yeah, stop asking these questions. He's dead now. It was kind of that kind of, and we all know, yeah, he committed suicide.
Basically,
my point is, there's just this.
He didn't take the bait, and that made you.
No, it wasn't taking the bait. It was, there was something about the way. There was something about the way he answered. And again, I'm open to being wrong about Bill Gates, just like I'm open to being wrong about my opinion on any number of things. But I don't know what's inside the man's soul. That's why I'm non-judgmental. Okay. I'm a very forgiving person. But there's just.
But you're creating doubt.
I'm not creating doubt. He's creating doubt. I'm not trying. Look. Yeah, there is doubt there, obviously.
Okay.
When you have powerful people who have these kind of connections with this particular individual, yeah, it does, fair or not, it does cast a shadow. Now, if they're entertainers and they just wanted a free ride on a plane, and you're going to some place you don't know, okay, that's different. But when you're a business person, I mean, you know more about him than you're letting on. There was I 100% believe this. He had a closer relationship than he wants to admit to. That I believe is 100% accurate. And he knows things that he is not being upfront about. And there's always that casts doubt. That's not me casting doubt on it. That's him doing it. So that's why I I have a raised eyebrow and I get a creepy vibe from the guy, which is different from the vibes I get from a Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, who can just be kind of socially awkward. There's a
Okay.
difference, and again, I'm open to being wrong. What else is going on? Hey, this is right up your alley. Heavy drinkers, you used to be one, can't really handle their liquor. This, according to a new study out of the University of Chicago. Those with alcohol use disorder, that's 5 drinks in 2 hours for men, 4 in 2 hours for women, were significantly impaired and cognitively impaired on tests up to 3 hours after drinks. So people think, I can handle my liquor, I can do this or that. You really can't.
No.
You think you can, but you can't. Now, I mean, did you have that feeling like, where you could have the 5, 6 drinks when you were at the apex and still kind of fake it and have people think did people think you were sober when you were 3 sheets to the wind, 5 drinks in, or was it obvious that you were drunk?
I was a basement drunk. I
Mm-hmm.
stayed home and got drunk myself.
Okay.
So outside of the occasional drunk dial, which I'm sure people knew, nobody ever really saw. I think with what you're talking about here, though, and hang on. I think with what we're talking about,
you got to get your fix somewhere. I get it. Okay.
I think with what we're talking about here, though, is that the level of your blood alcohol content gets to be a constant when you drink that much and that fast.
Right.
And you're never not drunk legally.
Right.
Yeah. So there's functional times and there's times when you're relighting the wick and yeah. So that's probably what you're talking about there.
This is something I didn't know, and I still and no alcoholic that I know has ever used this term, but alcohol use disorder, according to this,
that's new one to me.
Article, that's replaced alcoholism. Okay. Alcohol use disorder, which doesn't make sense to me.
We have to keep changing names.
We have to keep changing things for whatever reason. Finally, nearly $5 million in spending has been proposed for Muskegon Parks for the next fiscal year. The $4.7 million proposal will include more classes and better facilities. This is a major increase from the $2.6 million devoted to parks in last year's budget. So I guess it's cool that the parks are getting an upgrade. I mean, did it need another $2.4 million? I don't know. That's for the people who do the math and understand, the importance and or
I'm just going to create more doubt.
The things that have good Lord, what the hell are you doing? I'm just asking.
You're just doing it.
Okay.
No, does it really need $2.4 million worth? I don't know.
I don't know. Does it need another $2.4 million on top of the 2.6 you spent last year? I don't know. Maybe it does. I'm open to. I don't know. I was just curious.
How about this approach?
I'm sure others would say.
How about this approach? What a great day! They're going to spend $2.4 million more on parks to improve the quality of life in Muskegon.
Because it's not necessarily that simple of an answer or a question.
Okay, well then
it's not.
You create doubt.
I'm not saying good or bad.
Vibes.
Okay. That's not what I wasn't creating doubt. I was just asking. Okay, why does it need another 2.4 million on top of last year? Did we not do enough? What is this going towards specifically, and why? Okay, you've answered. If you answer that question, oh yeah, we need to do this, and this. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, you always want to know where the money is going and why. That's an honest question. That's not creating doubt. That is asking an honest question, which apparently is not a good thing.
No.
No, it's not a good thing to ask questions.
You're doing a
fine job. Let us no longer ask questions. Let's not ask questions. Okay, I understand. Sports, Tigers. Hey, here's a positive, upbeat note for Tiger fans. They took 3 out of 4 from first place Minnesota. They're now 5 games back, despite being a shitty 30-40 on the season. I was talking to Kenny Ritz, a local Tiger fan and basically a baseball aficionado.
Yep.
And I said, what's the deal? He's like, yeah, Tigers are bad. He's like, their run differential is like minus 76. Over the course of the season, they're not going anywhere. This is not unless something drastically changes, this is a bad baseball team, and they just happen to play in a shitty division, so they're only 5 games out of first.
Okay.
And he's a reasonable Tiger fan, so I'm like, okay, I get you. They suck, but there's still cause for optimism because hey, they're just 5 games back. So there you go. I'll be the cockeyed Tiger casual fan optimist. Anyway, Baltimore beats the Cubbies. Cubs lose 6-3. Was I creating doubt there by asking
You're
another
full of
question
shit.
about how? What?
Tigers won a series, but they still suck. Was that creating doubt? No, Dave,
That's
that
not
wasn't
creating
creating doubt at all.
They saw. Well, no, I was again, and I provided context, and I
You
gave
did
somebody with
wonderful.
more expert opinion on the subject than I had.
Okay, that was great.
That's what we call transparency in the
Oh,
news
I loved
business.
it. Oh, I'm verklempt.
There you go.
All right. Are you ready for your Jeopardy question?
Let's do it.
All right. It's time for a snack for 200.
Good, because I'm hungry.
Do you like snacks?
Yes.
Oh, I know you're hungry. I mean, thank God you don't have to take your kid to the dentist today.
Oh,
Hate to have you miss a meal by 5 minutes.
Damn Skippy.
Oh,
I'm not sticking around anymore for these stupid ass dentist appointments.
I wouldn't either.
Fix the teeth. Leave me out of it. Here.
Arr, snacks from this Buccaneer brand include veggie puffs and aged white cheddar puffs.
From this Buccaneer brand?
Yep.
I don't know. Cheetos? I don't know. Is that a Buccaneer brand?
Of course it is. What is Pirate's Booty?
Pirate? What the hell? Nobody's ever heard of that.
Well, they don't sell them around here, but
Okay, yeah, obviously.
I thought maybe when you shopped at the Big Lots or the Dollar General down there and
Dollar General, yeah. Hey, do not besmirch the Dollar General.
of course not.
Some of us have to go with more cost-effective means for purchasing
But you're not
items.
saving any money by going there. I promise you that. All right, we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Get yourself some good used shoes.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that later.
See ya.
Happy Monday, Muskegon. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a great Father's Day. This week will be pretty hot with a heat wave on the way, so let's look at your forecast brought to you by Trendy Health. Your weather headlines for this week show we will be hot through Thursday with highs up near 90 now through Thursday afternoon. And then we will have plenty of sunshine continuing, especially for Tuesday and Wednesday with full blue sky out there. And then thankfully by Friday we'll finally have another rain chance, but it looks very isolated unfortunately. But with that, we'll probably have some higher humidity levels with dew points in the 60s rather than the 40s and 50s like we've been seeing pretty much all summer so far. So like I said, temperatures today will be close to 90. We'll likely stay in the 80s though, mid to upper 80s all across Muskegon County, with temperatures at the beach pretty warm in the mid 70s. Speaking of the beach, no wave concerns or rip current concerns today with a low swim risk with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies with waves staying under a foot, thankfully, with winds no more than 10 miles per hour. With the air temperature being in the mid 70s, like I said, water temperatures, though, are still in the 50s. So for your Monday, expect a high of 87 with partly cloudy skies. Winds will be coming out of the east, which will make Muskegon one of the warmer spots across West Michigan. Winds won't be a huge concern today. Fairly calm to light winds out there. And then overnight will be clear with a low of 62. And then after Monday, the heat wave is on with temperatures right around 90. Tuesday through Thursday with plenty of sunshine as well, but like I said, humidity and some rain chances will increase by Friday, along with slightly cooler temperatures. And that was your Monday forecast brought to you by Trendy Health on the Muskegon channel. And I'm Colton Woods Weather, and enjoy your week.